They were walking around peacefully until they encountered a baby ghidorah on the ground. This was how Moondora became my dad's adopted sister. Hey, little one, are you okay? I think so. Who are you? It's a complicated story. But what are you doing here? I was just minding my own business until a different group of ghidorahs killed my family, Your Highness. I just tried to find a home, but no one will take me in. I'll take you in. But I'll have to have a talk with my husband about this. Okay, Mom. If that's okay to call you that. You can call me that as long as you want. And who is this? This is your brother, Legendary Ghidorah. Mom, my name is Legendary King Ghidorah. Sorry, keep on forgetting, but your father says that you need to earn that title as king. He always says everything needs to ruin my life. Every time that my grandfather and my grandmother start arguing with each other, my father ended up playing with Moondora so that way he can be a little happy and be more like an actual kid. And his life was slightly getting a little better. But it wasn't until when he became a teenager was when the exact opposite happened in his life. Moondora was still growing, but my father became a teenager at that time. At that time, he was slowly getting stronger, not because of the training. He was absorbing energy behind my grandfather's back. This was when my father's controlling desire to become alpha began. It was when my grandfather and my grandmother were having another argument. Eventually, a fight broke out between those two. Moondora ran away. My father saw how my grandmother got tossed to the ground very easily. Before my grandfather could kill my grandmother, it was when my father attacked at the back. My grandmother stand aside, and she was shocked at what she was seeing. For the first time in centuries, Ultra Ghidorah was being overpowered by my own father. He blasted his light at my father, decapitating 2 of his heads. Just like that, my father had 2 of his heads missing as Ultra Ghidorah stood back up. Before he could blast another lightning, he heard, both him, my grandmother, and Moondora saw something very shocking. They were seeing something very shocking before their eyes. My father was literally growing 2 of his heads back. Something that my grandmother had. He regrew 2 of his heads and let out his alpha call. My grandfather literally had fear in his eyes, and for the first time he was backing away. Realizing that my grandfather didn't have the same ability he had, he took that as an advantage and fired his lightning back. After firing his lightning, my father put his foot down on my grandfather's middle head and finished him off. And just like that, he began consuming his energy. My grandmother and Moondora watched as my father consumed every last bit of my grandfather's energy. And just like that, he was changing dramatically. And just like that, my father became officially legendary King Ghidorah. Son, what did you do? What are you talking about, Mom? I got rid of him. Look, now he's nothing but a head. Brother, you just killed our father. What in the world is wrong with you? Hey, you should be thanking me. All he did was cause arguments, cause fights, and did nothing but abuse me. I get that's the Ghidorah way, but I don't choose to live my life like that. I choose to live my life differently. The Ghidorah kind is growing too weak. He was too weak. Come on, sis. You don't need to live this life. I can give you a better life. Let these weaklings sit here and rot. What do you say? You in? You're weak just like them. Fine. I'm out of this planet. And if you want to come, follow the storms. Just like that, my father left the planet. Just like that, after my father left our planet, well, this home planet, that was when it truly began. When you truly started to inherit one thing. The one thing that all Ghidorahs should have done. Destroy planets or conquer it. That or take their energy. Planet after planet after planet. He destroyed them. Consumed their energy. Did he even took over one planet? If I can recall, he took over one. I can't remember the name of it, but he took over that mountain. Well, he took over that planet. But he didn't keep it for long. It was when he decided to get bored. And moved on to the next planet.